here we are, recapping the story from Genesis 1 through 11. God is the creator of the world and everything in it. He made it in 6 days, had 1 day of rest. We get that from Genesis chapters 1 through chapter 2, verse 4. God creates man in God's image and places man in the Garden of Eden. It is not good for man to be alone. This is something God says specifically in chapter 2, verse 18. So God creates Eve. Adam and Eve live together in Eden. There are 2 important trees to know about in this Garden of Eden, the tree of life and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. God says, do not eat from tree number 2. And then they ate from tree number 2, and sin is born into the world. Adam and Eve are kicked out of the Garden of Eden and have 2 kids, Cain and Abel. Cain kills Abel, and this is a result of that sin entering the world. This is sin fully grown, leads to death. Fast forward to the time of Noah. God sees man is evil. It says in chapter 6, verse 3, my spirit shall not abide in man forever, for he is flesh. His days shall be 120 years. In Genesis chapter 6, verse 11, God says, not God says, the Bible says, now the earth was corrupt in God's sight, and the earth was filled with violence. Because of this, God promises to send a flood to destroy all flesh on earth, but decides to save humanity and the animals through Noah. Of Noah, important thing that is said about him in chapter 6, verse 22, Noah did all that God commanded him. This thing God commanded Noah to do, build an ark. Noah builds boats. We have big flood. Noah and friends are safe in the ark. After the flood, Noah and friends exit the ark and worship God. Genesis 9 through 6, God says, whoever sheds the blood of man, by man his blood shall be shed, for God made man in his own image. God then makes covenant with all creation for all times through Noah. Chapter 9, verse 11, I establish my covenant with you, that never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood, and never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. However, evil persists in the world. We get that through this brief story of Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Then we get the story of the Tower of Babel. People building a city, building a big tower, wanting to settle there. God says, no. In fact, I'm gonna make you all speak different languages and separate y'all. We're going to be dispersed. And after that, chapter 11 ends with a genealogy going up to Abram. This is quick recap of Genesis chapters 1 through 11.